We're back on Wavy News 10 at 4 with some new efforts to protect Virginians from a silent killer, carbon monoxide. Now, the first is a bill from local Senator Tommy Norman that will require landlords to install carbon monoxide detectors in rentals at the renter's request. The landlord could charge a small fee. The second effort is in Portsmouth. And joining me now on the phone to talk about that effort is Fire Chief Jim Hoffler. Thanks for joining us on Wavy News 10 at 4, Chief.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Great, thanks. How about you?
Fine, thank you.
Good. Well, can you tell me about this new safety measure that Portsmouth is taking?
Right. Well, here in Portsmouth, Chief Barfield, who is the chief of department, is always looking for new initiatives that will make it safer for our citizens. One of the things that we discussed was how do we protect our citizens from carbon monoxide and carbon monoxide injuries and problems that occur from burning fossil fuels in the home. Well, I think that as we talked about this and how we want to have an impact a lot more far-reaching than just telling people to go out and buy carbon monoxide detectors. And our department runs about 18,000 calls a year. A lot of those are emergency medical calls. We came up and thought, well, why don't we equip each one of our medic units, our 5 medic units and our EMS supervisor, with a carbon monoxide detector that they'll put on their persons or their jump bag, so every home or building they enter, they'll be monitoring for CO.
Great idea, so they can get a heads up on that. Now, about a year and a half ago, some viewers may remember 2 Portsmouth residents died from a carbon monoxide leak in the apartments at Swanson Homes. So did Inez and Leroy Smith, did their deaths have anything to do with prompting this response?
Well, we're always looking for new and different ways. This is a relatively inexpensive way as well that we can protect our citizens. And any time that we have a death from fire or from injury or from carbon monoxide, we take it seriously, we take it personally, and we try to find ways of preventing that from happening in the future.
Yes, and hopefully this will save lives in the future. Chief Jim Hoffler, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you, Stephanie. Have a good evening.
You too.
Bye.